Marshall, long time no see.
Huh? Allie? Is it really you, Allie?
It's Allie. Yes, it's me. It's been a while, hasn't it?
What? No way! It's really you, Allie? It's been way more than just a while. Where have you been all this time? 3 years without a word. I've been so worried about you.
You were worried about me? About me?
Of course I was! When your fiancé suddenly disappears without a trace, of course I'd be shocked and worried!
I'm really sorry. Thank you for being worried about me.
So what happened? 3 years ago, just before our wedding, you suddenly took off with my bank book and seal. Then you went totally silent.
I'm so sorry about that. Back then I was really struggling with some pre-wedding nerves, and with everything going on, my mind was completely overwhelmed. I just had this overwhelming urge to escape. Before I knew it, I had taken your bank book and run.
I see. Pre-wedding nerves. But why didn't you get in touch for 3 years? Didn't you think about coming back?
Well, after taking your bank book, I thought you'd be really angry with me, and I wasn't sure how to face you, so I'm sorry for not reaching out.
I see. So it was awkward and you couldn't bring yourself to come back. I'm not angry anymore, though.
You're not angry? Thank you, Marshall.
So what's going on now? You've been silent for 3 years and now suddenly you're reaching out?
Well, I contacted you today because I need a favor.
A favor?
I know after what I did, asking you for something feels a bit much, but actually, I'm sick.
What? Sick? Are you okay?
To be honest, things aren't looking good. I can't really tell you what the illness is, but I'm currently in the hospital and I need surgery.
That sounds serious.
Yeah, and the surgery costs a lot and I can't afford it by myself. I was hoping you could lend me some money.
I see. So that's why you contacted me. How much do you need for the surgery?
Well, including the hospital bills, it's about $30,000.
$30,000? Why does it cost so much?
Well, I haven't worked since I quit my job 3 years ago, and since I don't have insurance, I have to pay everything out of pocket.
I see. But that's a huge amount of money, and I can't just give you that much. Why don't you try asking your parents?
I did ask my parents, but they said we've already disowned you. They rejected me, and now they've blocked my calls.
Ah, I see. Your parents were the ones most upset when you took my bank book 3 years ago, so I understand why they can't forgive you.
I don't have anyone else to turn to now, except for Ryota. Please, I'm begging you. If you lend me $30,000 for the surgery, I promise I'll marry you this time for sure.
What? Are you serious?
I'm serious. I wasn't ready 3 years ago, and I ran away, but once I'm better, we can get married.
All right, if you're that serious, I'll help you.
Really? Oh, thank you, Marshall.
Okay, I'll bring the money to your hospital. I'll visit you while I'm at it.
Wait, actually, I'd rather you not come to the hospital. I don't want you to see me like this, so I'll give you my bank account details instead. Just transfer the money there.
No, it's fine. I know where you are, and I know exactly what you're doing right now.
What?
By the way, hospitals these days are something else. I didn't know they had rooms in the middle of a slot machine parlor. You're playing slots right now, aren't you?
Huh? What are you talking about? That's ridiculous.
No, it's fine. I knew it all along. The disease, the surgery, and the fact that you're at the slot machine parlor right now, I knew it all.
That's not true. I don't know anything about slots. Stop accusing me of stuff.
I'm not accusing you. The fact is, when you took my bank book and ran, it was because you were too deep into gambling. You made debts and ran away because you were scared of your debts getting exposed to me and your parents, right?
No, what are you talking about? I didn't make any debts. I already told you I took the bank book because of my pre-wedding nerves. I said that.
Did you think a lame excuse like that would work? It was so ridiculous I had to hold back my laughter.
Wait, what happened to you, Marshall? You were so kind a moment ago, and now you're completely different.
Of course I'm different. I was just playing along to buy some time.
Buying time? What do you mean?
I reported you to the police as soon as I got your message. I'm sure they're already on their way.
What? The police?
Yep. As soon as you contacted me, I called them. I'm sure they'll be here soon, so you might as well give up and surrender.
Wait, what? Why the police? Why? I'm going to be arrested?
Of course! Did you think you'd just be forgiven? Taking my bank book and seal was a crime, and I reported it to the police 3 years ago. You're getting arrested, no question about it.
Wait, why now? It's been 3 years. The statute of limitations is up, right?
The statute of limitations for theft is 7 years, and on top of that, trying to scam me out of $30,000 might even make it attempted fraud.
Fraud? I didn't do any fraud.
You lied about being sick, tried to take $30,000 from me, and now you've forgotten about it all?
No, I wasn't trying to scam you. I'm really sick.
I know you're sick. Gambling addiction, right? The surgery you need is for your head, isn't it?
No, it's not that. Did you really call the police? Do you want me to get arrested? If that happens, we can't get married anymore.
I don't care. By the way, I was thinking, why did you think marrying you would be worth $30,000? Do you really think a thief like you is worth that much? That's hilarious.
Don't mess with me. You said you'd forgive me before. You said you'd help me. You liar!
When did I say any of that? I said I wasn't angry, but I never said I forgave you. I said I'd cooperate, but I never said I'd pay you anything. I haven't lied about a single thing, unlike you.
That's just nitpicking. Hey, if I get arrested, it'll be a problem for you, too. I'm your fiancé. Everyone will talk about you behind your back. Do you want that?
How long are you gonna keep pretending to be my fiancé? I got married 2 years ago.
What? You're married?
Yes, to my childhood friend May. When you took off with my bank book, I was depressed, but she was there for me, supporting me. We knew each other well, and before long we were married.
That's a lie. You wouldn't marry without telling me.
Why do you think you have any say in my marriage? It's none of your business.
Of course it's my business. I'm your fiancé. If you marry without telling me, it's cheating.
What are you talking about? Our engagement was broken off a long time ago. When you ran off with my bank book, I talked to your parents, and we ended the engagement that day.
I didn't agree to that, so the engagement is void. Divorce her now. Marry me.
Did your brain rot over the past 3 years? Who would marry a thief like you? Our engagement was long gone, and I'm not divorcing anyone.
Why? Why is this happening? What went wrong?
If you still don't know what went wrong, you can ask the police when they get here. Well then, I'll go to the trial and watch. Make sure you atone for your actions.
Wait, Marshall, please help me.
After everything that had happened, Allie was arrested when she tried to escape from the slot machine parlor. It seems like she couldn't stay out of trouble no matter how many chances she had. It was clear that she was trying to run away from the mess she had made of her life, but that only led to her downfall. She had stolen my bank book and seal, using them to empty out my account. This alone was enough to charge her with theft. But the situation only worsened when it was discovered that she had attempted to defraud me of $30,000. That was considered attempted fraud, and it was enough to make her criminal charges pile up. What really sealed her fate, however, was the further investigation that followed. As the authorities dug deeper into her life, they uncovered a trail of other crimes she had committed over the years. It didn't take long before they had enough evidence to convict her, and within a very short period, she was sentenced and sent off to prison. The shocking part, of course, was how quickly everything had escalated. She had plenty of opportunities to stop, to turn things around, but she didn't take any of them. Allie had chosen to fall and fall hard. She reached a point where there was no turning back. In some twisted way, I almost felt sorry for her. She had been given so many chances, yet she kept making the wrong decisions, and now she was paying the price. They say people have the power to change their fate, to turn their life around at any moment, but she just couldn't seem to do it. Maybe she was too deep in her own self-destructive spiral to even see a way out. The authorities told me that she wouldn't be out for at least 10 years. It was hard to believe, honestly. 10 years in prison. The whole idea seemed surreal when I first heard it. It was almost like something out of a movie or some terrible nightmare I couldn't wake up from. This was the woman who had once been so close to me, and now she was going to spend the next decade of her life locked up, paying for her crimes. It wasn't just about the theft or the fraud anymore. It was about everything that had led to this. The lies, the manipulations, the betrayal. It all added up. And now here she was facing the consequences of all those choices. There were so many times when I had tried to warn her, tried to get her to stop what she was doing, but she never listened. I used to think she would get her act together, that maybe one day she'd realize what she was doing was wrong. But as it turned out, she didn't. She kept going down this dark path until there was no way back. It was almost as if she was determined to ruin herself, and no matter what I said or did, there was no stopping her. I thought back to all the times we had spent together, the good and the bad, and I wondered how things could have turned out differently. Could we have had a better future if she had made different choices? Could we have avoided this mess entirely? In the end, it was impossible to say. One thing I knew for sure was that I wasn't going to let her bring me down. I had been through enough already. I'd spent so many years wrapped up in her lies, trying to fix everything she broke, but now it was over. I wasn't going to be her fixer anymore. The past was the past, and it was time to move on. Allie had made her bed, and now she would have to lie in it. As much as it hurt to see how far she had fallen, I couldn't continue to carry the burden of her mistakes. I had my own life to live, my own future to focus on. It was a strange sense of relief when I found out about her arrest. I wasn't sure if I should feel guilty for being relieved, but I did. For the first time in a long while, I felt free. Free from the constant worry about what she might do next, free from the guilt of wondering if I could have done more to save her. But the truth was I had done everything I could, and it was never enough. No matter how much I tried, she kept sinking deeper and deeper. It was clear that she wasn't willing to change, no matter how many chances she had been given. The news of her arrest didn't come to me directly. It was actually May's younger brother who gave me the tip. He was working at the very slot machine parlor where Allie had been frequenting. He had remembered her face, and when he saw her there, he immediately contacted me. I couldn't believe it when I first heard from him. It felt like everything was falling into place. He told me that Allie was there, acting as if nothing had changed, continuing her reckless behavior just like before. He had seen her, and he recognized her right away, so he decided to let me know what was going on. I wasn't sure what to think at first, but it turned out to be a crucial piece of the puzzle. But just when I thought it couldn't get more unbelievable, Allie herself contacted me shortly afterward. I honestly didn't expect that. I had already written her off, figured I'd never hear from her again, especially not under these circumstances. But there she was, reaching out to me as if nothing had changed, as if everything was still the same. It was baffling, almost laughable. She had been caught, arrested, and was facing years in prison, and yet she still had the nerve to contact me. It was almost like the universe was playing some kind of cruel joke on me. But I didn't let it bother me. In a strange way, it gave me a sense of closure. Allie had been a part of my life for so long, causing chaos and drama every step of the way, but now this was the final chapter. It was over. And as much as she had hurt me, as much as she had taken from me, I couldn't help but feel a sense of relief that it was finally done. Thanks to May and her brother, I was able to close this chapter of my life and move forward. It had been 3 long years since the humiliation and betrayal Allie had caused. And now I could finally wipe the slate clean. I could finally say that I was free. No more lies, no more manipulations. I had endured enough, and now it was time to focus on my own life. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.